Hey man, say man, look, you see me, you already know what's going on, man. It's your host with the most who be sliding in the ghost one with Buddy O'Brien and Slice Yo Toast, Archon, aka Forgiato Frank of 100 mil ENT, aka the original righteous player Santa Slim. And if you don't know, now you know. Congratulations. What's happening? One of my favorite songs that I've ever made is called Forgiato Frank, and it's actually how I got my producer name. So when I be making beats, I just be making a whole bunch of naming them random stuff, like literally whatever I'm exactly feeling at the moment. Like I can't think of any specific examples, but point is that I was thinking of like this Travis Scott type beat, and I said, okay, what's something that Travis Scott would call himself that sounds like out of pocket and otherworldly, but it just makes sense? And I'm like, Cactus Jack. Okay, Forgiato Frank. That's 110%. 100% something he would do. So I ended up doing it. I got a call from one of my boys. He was like, "Hey, I'm throwing together a little compilation album. Do you want to be on?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So he sent me over the beats. And I'm like, found the beat, recorded, sent it off to him. Never heard anything back from him for 6 months. I'm sitting there like, okay, I need to drop something. So I reached out to him and I said, okay, let me get the stems, let me get the beat from him. And he's like, okay, for sure. Hey, shout out Don the Second, by the way. That's my guy right there. But I ended up dropping it, and I don't know what happened. I didn't throw no promo behind it, and I think we just cleared 100K like a few days ago. Now, to be fair, over the course of a year, but still, that's consistent traction. You know what I mean? Like that was definitely one of my favorite songs, 100%.
Forgiato Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you a producer? How long you been producing?
I've been producing for about 2 years now. Ended up learning it while I was in school, and just kind of been building off my chops from there. I'd say only about maybe 10 to 12% of my work is produced by me now. I'm trying to keep that moving going forward, but I just like to work with other artists. I like to just create, build, and just worry about money on the back end. You know what I mean?
Right. Do you have a specific genre, or you just open?
I call it, I make what I want to make. And I'm not being, whatever about it. It's literally like, I'll start out trying to make some Bay Area shit, and then the next thing you know, it'll turn into some no drums, West Side Gun, fucking like this, that, and the third, or it'll turn into like something poppy or something even leaning towards country. Like I literally just let it go where it takes me. I'm like, what sounds good? And boom, there you go. But primarily, I'd say mostly like Drake and J. Cole type beats, just because I think there's a way to do them really right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Okay, it's neat. So this song here, what's your most personal lyrics in this song? Your most personal
What's my most personal lyric? All I ever had was a couple blue huns, give a fuck what a broke bitch think. And now, listening off that, it might be like, hey man, hold on, what you mean by that, brother? Hold on. But I say that because I wrote it about an experience I had where I was out on a date. I was fresh out of a relationship. I was on a date, and a girl that I was meeting up with, I think we went to go get like a boiling crab or something like that. And she was talking about, oh hey, this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna lie, she was yapping my ear off. I'm sitting here like, yeah, I'm sure, for sure. Yeah. And so she gets to it, and we get the check, and I pull some money out of my wallet, and she's like, all you really have is a couple blue hundreds? And I sat there in my chair. I'm like, I am bamboozled. I am perplexed. I'm like, am I not just paying for our what's going on here? And I'm not gonna lie, I went to the bathroom and then left it with the bill and skipped out. But anyway, point being, it's like, hey, all I ever have was a couple blue hunts. Give a fuck what a broke bitch think. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
So I'm looking at this bar that come a little bit after that. I want you to break this down.
Go ahead.
I know you know it's on.
Nah, go ahead.
All right. Only white man I ever showed love to is dead, and his name ain't Frank, and his name, yeah.
Man,
Dang.
hey,
So-
it be what it is. Hey, only white man that I ever showed love to is dead, and his name Ben Frank.
Screw him, huh?
No, that's what it. That's the only
what it
white man
be.
I ever did show love to.
Yeah.
It's the only one that mattered. The only one on the $100 bill. If they made shit, if they put Abraham Lincoln on the 1,000, hey, I'll only show love to Abraham Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Come on now. I always like the second half of the verse, or the second verse in and of itself was like, fuck around and pull up in a benzo. No, I come with bass upon tremendo. Asian piss and plastics like some bento, fresh and clean, but I ain't got no Mentos. Game on Smash, but I don't play Nintendo. Roll the hash and drop it into endo. Bitch, send me some thousands of Venmo. Not a surfer, but I'm staying 10 toes. Like I love repeating patterns, and one of the things I love, and I wish more artists really knew how to do this, because a lot of them do, but a lot of them don't, is tap into a pocket. Like, because here's the thing: you ever heard someone say like, "Oh, the beat is dope."
Yeah.
They do 9 times out of 10. Hey,
I like the beat.
I know. Hey, I'm not gonna hold
hard.
you. I've done that to some folks, and I felt bad after. But like,
Because you think about it, that shit do sound kind of bad.
you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when this like you ever someone like use too much auto tune, you're sitting there like, okay, I hope they come in right, and then it comes in, you like, man, I don't know why I come over here.
Wasted this beat.
Not facts, but point being is that I feel like a lot of artists don't ride the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll get in the pocket, but then they'll like try to step out. They'll try to be different when they don't need to be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like the whole first answer, like young desperado, I sipped a bottle. This shit around my neck look cold. Some El Dorado. I always been obsessed with gold and sniffing pop. You know what I'm saying? Like thing after thing after thing. If I would have broken that immersion, it would have broken the whole energy of the song. But because I waited until it came to a natural conclusion, you know what I'm saying? Then I went off in a different direction. But I feel like a lot of artists, they just be like, okay, I have to be different. I have to switch it up. I have to change it up. It's like, no, you don't. If you find a pocket and you ride that motherfucker, bro, you straight. You good. I've always been on like, I'm not gonna lie and say that I was a player since since the day I was born. You know what I'm saying? Like I really had to go and I really had to go get that game. So like all my I guess what you consider like OGs, right? I didn't have no cousins. I had one younger sister. That's it.
Right.
So all my game was given to me by older folks. Right. You know what I mean? So I had to really had to tap into that to a certain extent. And one of the things they taught me was about how to pop my ism specifically. You know what I'm saying? I had to really sit there and think about, okay, what kind of artist do I want to be? Do I want to be pump faking in my songs and just fake it till I make it? Do I want to do I want to be as real as possible? Do I want to do a healthy mix? Like what do I want to do here? And it all really came to a head with this song when I was just thinking about, okay, like if I thought like the beginning of the beat is very mellow. It's Erykah Badu sample. You know what I'm saying? It was like dun, 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 and I was just sitting there like it sounded to me like a daydream.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like what if I'm really just sitting here and I'm manifesting exactly what I want out of life? You know what I'm saying? And so I'll say, okay, now that I know what I'm manifesting, what if I put my own ism into that? Boom, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it blossomed from there. You know what I'm saying? When you just start rapping, you're taking the influence of what's around you. So I'm I'm not gonna lie to you, little angsty white boy in middle school talking about, hey, I'm listening to Eminem, 50 Cent. I'm listening to everything that's popular at the time, and I'm talking about shit I shouldn't even be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like just to rap. But it happens to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Right. You start to make music based on the circumstances around you. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of singers, for example, get their start in church, et cetera, et cetera. But my point being is that it has jumped dramatically, like from where my music was at, like let's say like the end of high school to now is such a dramatic shape and increase. Like I know so much more. I found my voice not probably about like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm trying to use that to really keep going and do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, it's been a dramatic difference between, and a welcome difference between then and now.
That's good. 100%. It is all about growth and elevation. So
no,
that's good when you can see and realize, especially when you be like, oh, this is my voice. I found my voice finally.
And the key with all that is adaptability. Yeah. Because once you find your voice, here's the thing. Unless you pop off of that voice, you're going to need to somewhat keep it. Now, that doesn't mean change your whole personality or change your whole style. Right. But let's say you were like typically like a Southern rapper, you know what I'm saying? Try embracing something close to you. Like, I know a lot of Bay Area rappers that like to embrace Detroit because Detroit and the Bay Area have a very similar style. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like if you look for it hard enough, there's ways you can alter your stuff to make it more appealing to a more massive audience.
Right.
It just takes work and it takes effort, and a lot of people aren't willing to put that in.
That is true.
I mean,
Yeah, you can't. I feel like you can't go that far staying just in one space, especially staying where you started. There's no way.
In rap, in rap specifically,
right, yeah,
you will get very. No, but it's right. I could listen to Whitney Houston sing the same thing 50, 60
yeah,
times in a row.
R&B is those two different. Yeah.
But in rap, you gotta come with something different, dang near every time. Like you can never do the same thing twice. Almost.
Right.
But
Right. That's right.
be what it is, man. That's the industry we show.
Yeah.
For one thing, I learned I need to work on my patience. I'm a very impatient person. When I'm used to quick instant gratification, all that, and I really had to center myself and learn how to become how to be a more patient person.
Right.
And I think the other thing it taught me is ego death. 100%. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like, look, I will never perpetrate like I thought I was the greatest rapper. I never thought that. And then, but in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, I'm not terrible. I'm like, I'm whatever. I remember being 14, 15, going up to the Bay Area, and going to see one of my aunties up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember we were walking in San Francisco, and there were these dudes that were just freestyling. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, okay, cool, I'm just gonna try to get in the middle, get in the mix, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get in and I spit some alright. And I don't know who this dude is to this day, bro. Hey, if you see this and you remember Lil White Boy on Ocean Ave, bro, please hit me up, bro. I need a feature from you if you're still making music. But he just started spitting some insane. I'm just like, oh my god, like, and I remember thinking, the world is bigger than my hometown. This is really what it means. There are people who are infinitely better than me. And with the ego death, it's either going to make you or break you. If it breaks you, you are going. I know we've both seen the products of what happens when someone's ego death
It just
goes
wasn't
bad.
meant for it, you can't take that.
You know what I'm saying? But if it makes you, you become a better. I feel like you become a way better artist for it. Like you find exactly what you're looking for. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, no. I'd say the patience and the ego death. Those are the things that like really shape me the most, to be honest.
Yes, that's actually two good ones, and
You know
people
what I mean?
need to hear that. Yes,
Not
patience for sure,
Be humble.
and
Be
being
humble.
humble.
Be
Yes,
humble.
being humble. Yes, but not too humble where you sleep on yourself.
Well, no, that's the thing.
But-
I think people confuse being humble with. I think there's a difference between not being humble and popping your shit.
Yeah.
If I'm popping my, because here's the thing, if I'm like, okay, look, I'm using metaphor here, right?
Yeah.
If I work in a car dealership, right, and I sell 40 cars a month, what do you call me? The guy who's most likely selling the guy who is selling the most cars a month, the car dealership, right? What if I'm the guy who sells 40 cars a month, but I'm an asshole? You know what that makes me? The guy who sells 40 cars at the dealership. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like people like, if you can pop your shit and back it up,
Right.
you don't. Yeah. Always be humble before God.
Yes.
But you don't need to be as humble as someone who say wants to pop their shit but can't back it up.
Right.
It's like why you gotta run your mouth to someone who's bigger than you and then if they punch you, be sad about it. It's like, bro, like you were popping your shit and you couldn't back it up. It is what it is. And the Lord chose to humble you right there.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Exactly though.
You know what I'm saying?
Something, you're gonna learn one way or another.
Hey, look, God throws some heaven before he throws a stone. You know what I'm saying?
For real. So, all right, what's one thing you wish people understood about being an independent artist?
I wish people understood that this shit will take your mind, body, and soul. And your finances. And your finances especially, because I'm going to tell you right now, don't ever get in this game thinking that you too good or too special to get a job. Because you will be 6 months to a year in, you ain't gonna have no fetty, you ain't gonna have nothing going on for yourself, and you're gonna be sitting there looking at yourself like you're a disappointment. The fact of the matter is that money talks and bullshit runs a marathon. You need to have funds to provide for what you want to do in your life. And if that's music, you need to keep going at your job or other secondary income until you're able to hit that benchmark where you're able to retire that first income. You know what I'm saying? Like people get too wrapped up in their pride. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm sure you guys as well. I've heard a ton of artists say, "Oh, I ain't trying to get no job. Like, bro, go work at UPS. Bro, they have great hours, they have great benefits, and if you're smart, you can literally just throw on all your mixes and ride around the truck all day, just slapping on your own shit, just listening for imperfections. Make over almost $120,000 a year. And you're telling me that you, in that amount of time, for what, 8-9 hours a day, you ain't got enough time after that to go work on music?
I mean, that's time, it takes time management.
Exactly.
That's what that's about, in balance.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, but going back to my original point, it was just like, it's just like you need to understand that whether the game shakes you or breaks you, you're either gonna walk out that thing a better man, or you're gonna walk out a broken man. It's up to you what kind of man you want to walk out as. That's real. That's real shit.
Sir, that's the real shit.
Come on now.
I ain't lying. Okay, describe this song in 3 words.
Describe this song in 3 words.
Forgiato Frank. Let's do it.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hit it right on the head. Real player shit. You know what I'm saying? Real player shit. Real player shit. Hey, matter of fact, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When's the last time you heard a white boy pop his ism like this?
It's been a little second.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, look.
You got like, the premiership is good. Like,
I'm not the greatest. But I am one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that right now. You can ask any member of the 100 mil team. I will pop my shit if ands or buts and I will write a fire verse in 15 minutes. It is really not no thing. But yeah, I say 3 words to describe it: real play shit.
Real play shit, dude. All right, so what's next for you? What you got coming up? What's
next for me? I got a producer album in progress. I got a regular album in progress, and I got an EP in progress. EP is most likely, the album is something very personal I'm working on. I'm taking my sweet time with that one. I got an EP in development. I'd say expect that maybe September. I'd say probably October 2025. Other than that, right now I'm just working with 100 million ENT, you know what I'm saying? And my duties as CEO for one of the greatest entertainment companies on earth. You know what I'm saying? Just really doing it. And other than that, getting in shape, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I need to do, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So there we go.
Before we wrap it up, though, tell us a little bit what you got on.
What I got? Oh, hey, man, hold on, man. Hey, hold on, man. Listen, man. These are 100 mil ENT t-shirts. Now, unfortunately, these are the prototypes, so these are one-on-ones. You ain't never gonna get these, but there will be more on the way. So, hey, if y'all like it, make sure y'all let us know y'all favorite colors. What kind of clothes you want to see. We should have t-shirts coming for y'all very shortly. Hey, might even get you one of these too if you're lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's
really how it goes.
Yes,
Let's go, baby.
Sir.
On all platforms for my music, I am Archon, Archon. Instagram is 100 mil Archon. That's 100 MILLARCHON. My producer page is PRODBYFORGIATO FRANK. I know that's a mouthful. I'll go ahead and leave a comment when the video drops, and you can just tag it from there. As far as that goes, make sure you follow 100 Mil Entertainment. That's 100 MILL Entertainment. And yeah, that's pretty much what you can find me at. Oh, Twitter is different. Twitter is at I am Archon, IAMARCHON 1. There you go.
Noted. All right, any last words for those watching you today on Decoded by Empyre?
The struggle is worth it because in the struggle there's purpose, and purpose is where your worth is. Angel Hayes. Stop making excuses and get out there and be great. Let's do it.
Peace. Yes.